Now we are in a new month and in a new week, isn't it? So from this class onwards, for every class I am going to tell you an idiom. What is an idiom? Have you all heard about idiom? Okay. Idiom is a way of expression, a way of expressing our views and opinions. It may be a word or a phrase which is expressing our feelings, our ideas, not in a direct way but in an indirect way. But the meaning remains the same. This is what an idiom. You all know about idioms, isn't it? So from today, we are learning idioms every day. Okay. So today, I'll tell you an idiom which is building castles in the air. Building castles in the air. What is the meaning of that? Do you know? Building castle in the air. Can we build a castle in the air? No. So what does it mean? It means daydream. What is the meaning of building castle in the air? It is daydream. Most of us are dreaming about something which is impossible sometimes. For example, if I am telling that I wish to become a parrot, I wish to become a peacock, I wish to become a dove, can I become? No. It's an impossible. It is beyond reality, isn't it? So such ambitions or such things are called as daydreams, and it is also said in another way, that is building castle in the air. Can you understand, students? So what is the meaning of building castles in the air? It is daydreaming. Most of us have the habit of daydreaming, isn't it? So, building castles in the air means daydreaming. For example, if I am talking something about my ambition, I wish to become a scientist at the age of 80. If I am saying so, it's just a daydream. Without studying anything, without preparing for the exam, I am going to write a public examination or something which is from the government. So if without any preparation I am saying that I will write this exam, I will get good marks and I will become a collector, I will become a scientist. Without preparation, without studying anything, I am saying that I will write this exam, I will win and I will get a good job. Is it possible without any preparation, without studying anything, can I get good marks in an examination? No. So it is my daydream, isn't it? It's an impossible thing. If I work hard, if I study well, then if I say the same, it will happen. But without any preparation, without studying anything, I am saying that I will, or at this age I am saying, or at the age of 5 or 6 I am saying next year I will become the principal of a college or principal of the school. Can I be? No. So it's a daydream. So if you can also use the same idiom while conversing with your friends or with your family members. If they are saying anything which is impossible, anything which looks like a daydream, instead of using the word daydream, you can use the idiom. What is the idiom for this? Building castles in the air. Students, I hope you will use this idiom whenever situation comes for you to say the word. Don't be dreaming like this. Okay. So instead of using the word daydream, you can use build. Don't build castles in the air. Okay. Will you all use this idiom? Okay, good. So every day in our classes, we are going to learn a new idiom. You have to use it in your conversation. Okay. Building castle in the air is also said as building castle in the sky, in the air or sky. Actually, this idiom was first used by the Spanish people because during 1500s before 500 years, more than 500 years. During 1500s, the Spanish people are under the Moorish control. They are controlled, the Spanish people are under the control of Moorish people. So, in that situation, in that terrific situation, the Spanish people, they are unable to get free themselves, or they are arrested, they are controlled by the others, by the Moorish people. So, they can't do anything of their own. So, they, for their own understanding, idioms are actually, it denotes the same meaning, but this meaning can only understand by the people who are aware of. So, this Spanish people during 1500s, actually it is a French word, it's a French phrase. Remember that building castle in the air, it's a French phrase. Actually, it is translated into English as building castle in the air or castle in the sky. At first, it was said as building castle in the Spain. It's impossible because of the control of the Moorish people. Spanish people are under the control of Moors. So, the people said that now it's impossible for us to get freedom, or we can't free ourselves. So, for that, the Spanish people said this phrase as, it is not possible to build castle in Spain. That is, it is impossible for us to free ourselves. So that is the origin for this idiom, builds castle in the air. Students, now let's come back to our portion. What is the lesson we are dealing now? What I have discussed in the last class, do you remember? We have seen something about one of the wonders of the world as well as our nation. What is that? A monument which was built in the memory of Shah Jahan's wife Mumtaz. It is Taj Mahal. Okay. So, who is going to visit Taj Mahal? Our narrator, Ruskin Bond. He is a famous Indian writer. Okay, what is the title of our lesson? Footloose in Agra. What is the meaning of footloose? Footloose means a person who is free from everything, who is free from responsibilities. He has nothing to do, have commitment. He has no commitment towards anything or anybody. They can travel to anywhere they want. Such people are called as footloose. So, here Footloose in Agra. This is the title of our lesson. So, what we have learned in the last class? Shall we revise? Okay. Here Ruskin Bond begins this story by narrating something about the city in Agra. He talks more about the rickshaw man. Rickshaw is the suitable vehicle for us to visit Agra, the city of Agra. Why? If you are traveling in a car or in a two-wheeler, it's impossible to look around everything, to look at the beauty of nature. Here he is saying that rickshaw is one of the suitable vehicles to visit Agra, the city of Agra. City of Agra is filled with the history of the past, about the rulers there. So it's a historical city. Rickshaw is a suitable vehicle for us to visit the city of Agra. There he could see a number of kites which are fluttering in the sky, and he is wondering, is there any speciality today? But the rickshaw-man told him that no, it's not a special day today, not even a holiday. But people every day usually have the habit of fluttering kites in the sky. It is a wonder for Ruskin Bond. Agra is a city nearby Delhi, but it is different from Delhi. Delhi is a city which is busy always, but Agra is a beautiful city. We can appreciate the beauty there in Agra. It is entirely different from Delhi. Delhi is a busy and messy place, but Agra is a beautiful historical city. So at first he admires at the city of Agra. Now he is traveling in the rickshaw to visit Taj Mahal. And he is inquiring more about the kite makers there, but the rickshaw man feels bored and he is saying that, "Bhai sahab, you just go and visit Taj Mahal. You came here, it's a boring topic. I have to take you to Taj Mahal. You just go there and look at the beauty of Taj Mahal. It's a beautiful monument." What is a monument? Monument is a building or a statue which is built or constructed in the memory of a famous person or famous incident or event. That is what called a monument. So Taj Mahal is a monument. Now Ruskin Bond reached the place, reached his destiny. Now it's afternoon time. He is unable to look at Taj Mahal because the heavy light of sunlight is very heavy, it's very hot. So he desires to walk around Taj Mahal. There he found a beautiful garden. There are so many Ashoka trees are there in the garden. He also talks about river Yamuna, isn't it? Do you remember? This Yamuna river originates in a cold place, that is Kalsi, and it crosses Uttar Pradesh. It crosses the fields of wheat, sugarcane, mustard. He also talks about Madura. This river is crossing Uttar Pradesh, Madura, and now it is reaching Taj Mahal. So he is talking about river Ganga and river Yamuna. And he saw a peacock there, and the peacock leads him to a little boy. This little boy is tasting a fruit. What is the name of the fruit? It's Ashoka fruit. It looks like plum. So this boy is tasting the Ashoka fruit. Our narrator Ruskin Bond goes nearby him and he is inquiring about the fruit. This is what we have seen in the last class. Do you remember, students? Okay. So let's see what happened next. Now this little boy is tasting the sour fruit, isn't it? Now our Ruskin Bond is asking, what is the name of this fruit? I have never seen such a fruit in my life. It looks green in color. It looks like a plum fruit. So this boy gave a fruit to him. He tasted it, but it is sour. It's very sour. It's unpleasant. Its taste is unpleasant. Our Ruskin Bond did not like this sour fruit. It's not as tasty as mangoes. It's not as tasty as apples or pineapples. It's a sour and unpleasant fruit. But this little boy is tasting it as he liked it very much. Can you understand, students? So this boy is tasting this Ashoka fruit and he is explaining that this fruit is from Ashoka tree. We could see a number of trees, Ashoka trees in this garden. Not only Ashoka trees, but also we could see so many varieties of trees there in the garden. In the garden of Taj Mahal. This boy is also saying that my father is the head gardener here. Whose father is the head gardener? This little boy's father. His father is the head gardener of Taj Mahal. So he will come to the garden every day. Our Ruskin Bond also asks him, also inquires him, where are you living? Where are you staying? The little boy said, across this wall. So this little boy's family is living just nearby Taj Mahal, and he is saying that every day I will visit Taj Mahal. Every day I will come to this place to help my father as well as to taste this fruit. So he liked that Ashoka fruit very much. So every day this little boy is coming to the garden to taste the fruit as well as to help his father. What is the job, what is the duty, or what is the work of his father? His father is the head gardener. So the beauty behind the garden is, who is the reason for this beauty? It is his father and the co-workers garden? Well, do you have the habit of gardening? What is your hobby? Do you love to plant trees? Do you love to plant small plants or trees or any vegetable crops? Do you have the habit of plantation of anything? Gardening is a beautiful and relaxing hobby. It's not only a hobby, it's a wonderful moment. If you start walking in garden, your mind will be relaxed, you will feel happy. Every day, then you will look at the plants. It's a beautiful and wonderful hobby. What? Gardening. I hope you all love to planting trees, watering plants, isn't it? Okay. Now, our narrator Ruskin Bond is saying that you are a lucky man. Why? Why this little boy is a lucky man? Do you know? Because this little boy is getting opportunities to visit Taj Mahal every day. This little boy is saying, every day I will come and see, I will come and sit here, I will help my father and I will taste this fruit. So, our narrator is saying that you are a lucky man, you are a lucky person. Why? Because he is getting opportunities to visit Taj Mahal, such a wonderful monument every day, and he is also staying nearby Taj Mahal. So, you are a lucky man. But this little boy is saying, yes, I have remembered from my childhood itself, I'm coming to Taj Mahal every day. But it is not a surprising thing. It is not the thing which I feel proud of. Why? It's a common thing. If we are visiting Taj Mahal once or twice or thrice or 100 times, it remains the same. Taj Mahal will not grow. It will not shrink. Isn't it? Taj Mahal is a building. It will be there as it is before 300 years. And the same is here till today. So there is nothing changed in the monument. So this little boy is saying, if I see or if I visit Taj Mahal once or twice or thrice or 100 times, it remains the same. But he wonders at the people who are visiting Taj Mahal. People who are visiting Taj Mahal are different. Each and every person in this world is different from each other. Myself is different from yourself. You are all unique. We are all unique personalities. We have unique personalities of our own. Unique characteristics. Unique features. My eyes looks different from yours eyes. Isn't it? Each one of us are created by God in a unique way, in a special way. We are all special gems in this world. So, this little boy is saying that Taj Mahal remains the same. There is no change in it. It looks as it was and as it is. It remains the same. But the people who are visiting Taj Mahal makes me to wonder. There are different kinds of people are coming and visiting Taj Mahal. Film actors will come, poor people will come, prime ministers, presidents, kings and queens, they all from top to the bottom. People will come and visit Taj Mahal. It's one of the wonders of the world. It's a symbol of love. People every day, from morning till evening, people will visit Taj Mahal. Not only the poor people, not only the kings and queens, everybody in this world will visit Taj Mahal. They like to visit Taj Mahal because of its precious and unique beauty. So this little boy is saying, kings will come, queens, presidents, prime ministers, film stars, film actors and actresses, and also poor people. All kinds of people in this world will come and visit Taj boy every day. Can you understand, students? So this is the reply of this little boy to Ruskin Bond, because Ruskin Bond said that you have to thank Taj Mahal. You are a lucky person. You can come and visit Taj Mahal every day. You have to thank Taj Mahal for giving such an opportunity for you. So this is what the comment of Ruskin Bond to this little boy. If there is no Taj Mahal, how this little boy could observe people of different kinds? No. So Ruskin Bond is saying you should thank Taj Mahal for giving you such an opportunity. If there is no Taj Mahal, how people will visit here? How could you look at different people? No. So you should thank Taj Mahal. For this little boy, Taj Mahal is nothing. It's just a building. He is not appreciating the beauty of Taj Mahal because he is saying that it remains the same. If I see it once or twice or 100 times, its beauty, it is a building. It remains the same. There is no change in it. Will Taj Mahal grow as years go by? No. Will it shrink? No. So this little boy is saying it remains the same. How it looks when I was a child is the same. Now I am, and the building is the same. So nothing is there to change here. So but the people are changing day by day. Also the character of people is also changing day by day, isn't it? Once we were with a different characteristic, but today we are in another different characteristic features. For example, if I am telling you, if there is a banyan tree or if there is a mango tree, okay, in one season all the leaves from the trees will fall down and the mango tree looks very dry, isn't it? But after few months, what will happen? Rain will fresh up our land. Again, we can see so many new leaves which are sprouting from the branches. And the flowers, it blooms and is giving a tasty fruit. What fruit? Mango fruit. So, mango fruit are the trees, all the trees, not only mango tree I am talking. All the trees in this world are crossing as by the season its appearance is changing. But the fruit which are yielding from the tree remains the same. For example, this year if a mango tree is yielding mangoes, the next year will it give apple fruit? Will it give bananas? No. But the character of people or human being is changing based on the situations. Last year I will be handling people in a soft way, but this year I will handle people in a hard and rude manner. So my character keeps on changing based on the situations. Why? God has created each one of us equally. Based on the situation, based on the seasons, does the trees are changing its color or changing its fruits? No. But human beings, based on the situations, we are adopting the situation and the reflection coming from us is different. Isn't it? So, this little boy is saying people are different from once and now. Can you understand, students? Now, Ruskin Bond is saying that you should thank Taj Mahal. It gave you an opportunity to look at people. So, now this little boy is looking at the Taj Mahal in a different perspective, in a different view. For example, if I am wearing a specs with green glass, then the entire world looks green in color. If I am wearing a red specs, then the entire world looks red in color. If I am wearing a black goggles, what will happen? The entire world looks black in color for me. So, what does it mean? My perspective is different from yours. My perspective on one thing is different from another. If I am wearing green goggles, what will happen? The entire world will look green in color. If I am saying this Taj Mahal remains the same for more than years, it will remain the same. If I am looking at Taj Mahal in a different perspective, it looks different. Similarly, the world is. How we are looking at the world, how we approach the world, it's different based on our perspective. If we look at the world, everything is worst, which means if we look at the goggles which I am wearing, it shows that everything in front of you is bad, then the entire world looks bad. If I am wearing a goggles, if I am wearing a spectacle which says that the world is beautiful, then through that glass, if I am looking at the world, which means it shows the entire world looks beautiful. Can you understand what is perspective? The way which I look through the world. If I am wearing a green specs, then the world looks green. If I am looking at the world as it is bad, then the entire world will be a bad thing. If I am looking at the world by appreciating its beauty, through that way, if I am looking at the world, then the world looks beautiful. So the perspective of people differs from each other. If you are looking at your friend with bad perspective in your mind, whatever he or she is doing is something bad which you dislike the most. If you are looking at your friend who is close to your heart in a good perspective, then whatever the wrong things they are doing will not be like a wrong thing in your mind. What is the reason for this? The perspective which you have on your friend, on your neighbors, on your classmates. The person whom you like the most will also do the wrong things. But nothing will be seen in your eyes. Why? Because you are looking at your friend with a good perspective, but your classmate or somebody whom you dislike or somebody whom you think as your enemies, if they are doing anything good, but you won't look at it. Why? Because the perspective you have or in your mind about them is whatever he do or whatever he does is wrong. So that is perspective. So till now this little boy is looking at Taj Mahal as a building, and now in the evening time this little boy is looking at the glittering Taj Mahal and he is wondering. He is thinking about the magic it has. The Taj Mahal has a magic within it to attract people. That's why people from all corners of the world are coming and visiting Taj Mahal. So now this little boy is thinking in his mind, this Taj Mahal has a magic in its own. That's why people from different countries or all over the world are coming and visiting Taj Mahal. What is the reason behind this? This is the first time this little boy is thinking. Till now he had a different perspective on Taj Mahal, but now he is appreciating, he is looking at the beauty and some magical power is there hidden within Taj Mahal. That's why people are coming and visiting Taj Mahal with wondrous eyes. So he is thinking this Taj Mahal is glittering in the evening sunlight. Now our Ruskin Bond also completed his visiting of Taj Mahal. Now everything gets settled. This little boy is now looking at Taj Mahal in a different perspective. Our Ruskin Bond, our narrator, has also completed his visit on Taj Mahal. Now after a month, after few months, our narrator is thinking about the past event. He is recollecting the day when he visited Taj Mahal. Now, Ruskin Bond could not remember anything about the monument, but the thing which is still cherishing, which is still refreshing in his mind is the garden, his conversation with the little boy, the smell or the aroma of the Ashoka fruit, as well as the passage of river. So now Ruskin Bond, this little boy, is getting a new perspective on Taj Mahal. Now Ruskin Bond is getting another perspective on Taj Mahal. That is, till that day, till his visit on Taj Mahal, he thought it's a wonderful creation. But now, after a few months, he cannot remember the things which he admired in Taj Mahal. The marble stones which are glittering in the sunlight, he forgot that, and now he only remembers the garden as well as the aroma, the smell of the Ashoka fruit, and also the river. What is the name of the river? Yamuna. Thus, he wind up this story Footloose in Agra. Can you understand, students? Students, I hope you all have understood our today's class. See you all in the next class, students. Until